I really want to welcome Pete Hegseth here at NATO again. You were here in February. You were very clear about the agenda you and President Trump are driving. We heard the message. Today will be an important meeting because today we will agree on the capability targets we need going forward to keep 1 billion people safe in NATO territory. From this, we will decide at the NATO summit to the spending. And we already know we need to spend much more if we want to fulfill all these targets. And by the way, by doing that, we will also equalize in terms of spending between Canada and Europe and the United States. There has been a total commitment by the US to NATO, but also this expectation that European and Canadian allies will step up spending, and I'm pretty confident we will get there at the summit. I also want to thank you and the President for what you are doing with Ukraine, driving the peace, engaging with President Putin, breaking the deadlock. And I think that is extremely important. And also today we will discuss Ukraine. So, Pete, thank you for being here. Thank you for your leadership. And thank you for being such a staunch ally.
Well, I appreciate it. I want to thank the Secretary General for doing a fantastic job here. Not an easy place to lead. A lot of divergent perspectives, but everybody shares an understanding and a commitment to our collective defense. So well done. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming to visit the White House, for being a friend of the United States. I also want to thank our ambassador to NATO here, Matt Whitaker, who has done a phenomenal job representing President Trump here and American interests. But nobody has done more, I would argue. And if you just look in plain speak at the commitments and the budgets of NATO countries, then President Trump, to restore NATO as an alliance. He did it in his first term, saying, you know, you can't freeload, you need to spend, you need to be a part of that commitment. European countries stepped up. Now we're seeing even more so, with even higher targets that Ambassador Whitaker and the Secretary General have set. We're talking about capabilities today, and that's important. You got to know what you're spending it on. And then that's going to be reflected, we believe, and the reason I'm here is to make sure every country in NATO understands every shoulder has to be to the plow. Every country has to contribute at that level of 5% as a recognition of the nature of the threat. It can't be about the flags that we love. It has to be about the formations that we have. It's that hard power that actually deters. And it can't just be U.S. capabilities. So the United States is proud to be here, to stand with our allies, but our message is going to continue to be clear. It's deterrence and peace through strength, but it can't be reliance. It cannot and will not be reliance on America. In a world of a lot of threats, where America is poised to help take on those threats. I was just recently in the Indo-Pacific. We were very clear about those threats. We're prepared to step up. We need our allies to step up as well as we stand alongside them. So thank you for helping us have some of those hard conversations, those necessary conversations. And we're going to be talking to all of our allies, as the ambassador has been, that 5% is where we need to be considering the threats we face in the world today. And we'll have that conversation robustly and constructively. So, Secretary General,
thank you
very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You got it.
See you later, guys.